What up? What up? You know what? I like this right here. This is. You know, I've heard. Well, I've had a few people ask, why do you always have rap? You know what? I grew up on rap. Back in the '80s when rap first came out, I experienced it. Actually, late '70s. But yeah, that was it right there. What up, guys? Thank you for joining me. I've been gone working 60 hours a week. Oh, Tebow. Okay. You've been working hard, man. What's up, man? That last four. Who else we got here? Oh my, yeah, I know, man. It's just, I don't know. I like it. When I really want to play, I can, of course. It is. I wish they hadn't just destroyed it, man, with all this, and I'll tell you, they just really destroyed it. They're giving hip-hop a very bad, persona. It's like, it just makes them sit. Loser. That beat, yeah, for sure, Spanish fly. It's nice, man. Pickle Rick, yes, I'll try to be. The voice of reason, he says, yep, I try to be, man. Just wanted to go over a few things today. Same here, man. Good to see you, Robot. Yeah, free. That's a whole other combo of rap now. It's trash compared. That's right, Uncle Rusty. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's just, I like one thing that they got right is just the beats. I like the beats, but what they're talking about is just so ridiculous, man. Like, I know back in what was it, the early 2000s, it was just about booty, and I'm like, come on, man. Let's talk about something that really. Like in the 90s when they talked about something. Yeah, so. All right, guys. How are your weekends going? Or your weekend, how's y'all's weekend going? Rap back then was for cooling, right now is getting squiggity. That's right, man. What's up, Morris Prince? A bit side trance. Yeah, it is. That was a little bit. I like that. I don't know. Some of this stuff it's real. Like the beats, I can always be good with it. Spanish Fly, staying positive. Yeah, man, we got to. We have to stay positive. Dead Prez, talk that knowledge. For sure, man. So you guys having a good weekend? Enjoying your Saturday, guys. The market. What always just really kind of trips me out is the fact that here we got Ripple, or rather XRP is down, but that little bit of reset every day puts it back in the green. Just stupid. No, I finally got a new phone, Galaxy. Okay. And it. Really? So the Galaxy S10 is, you don't like it? Don Walker, where you at? Great weather today? Cause it was hot as hell here in Texas, man. Android some children were the best. These new. Yeah, well, you know what, man? I definitely disagree with you. I got the S8. And it's okay. It's I'm definitely kind of reluctant to move to the 10. Uncle Rusty says, "Great. What have you heard about TRX? I know Jason was supposed to release something. I'm about to dump it for something else like VET, ADA, or XRP, of course. I don't know what's going on with TRX, man. I really don't. But you know what? To be honest with you, we always have to remember we can't get focused on on it like in that way, right? Because the whole market is really sucking. Now there are some coins you can go in, you can make some money on, you know, but for the most part, as far as TRX goes, I'm not seeing what I thought I was gonna see. I mean, I think it's up a little bit right now, but still, it just I don't know. I like vet. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like vet. Um, yeah, it's day trade. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking about trying to, taking a few $100s and just day trade, just all day, just try to see what I can do. Let's see. Nope. This trash is too hot. My hands are on fire. The S10e sucks. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind, man. I'm not moving right now anyway. I was pretty much upgrading with each one of them, and it's too much of a headache, man. Okay, you love vet. Yeah, same here, man. Same here. I got it. I got mine in the Power Piggy over there on BitTrue. So $800 phone melting. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's not good. I know, and that's another thing. You bring a good point. These phones are too damn expensive. What up, Staff Sergeant? Yeah, Staff Sergeant Free. What up, brother? Kentucky is a great place, but I'm glad to be home. Missed your content all week. Yeah, bro. You know what? I picked up a guy who was from Kentucky, man. Nice guy, man. Real nice guy. I tell you, nothing like Southerners, man. We're the best. I gotta go to Kentucky though. Let's see. I haven't upgraded since the Note 5. Going to have a pull trigger soon. Yeah, that's a little bit back, far back a little, Eric. You might need to get on up there. I just hate moving because you gotta get all your data over and all that stuff. It's just a pain in the butt. What up, Luffy? Thanks for joining, man. Let's see, Uncle Rusty, did you try that earn crypto on Coinbase? Oh yeah. So you mean as far as just doing the little quizzes they have? Because I've done that. I got a little bit of cash, a little bit of coin. BG12 calendar shows green grass for Q4. Let's hope so, man. What's up, Luffy? Yeah, I mean, what's popping, man? I tell you, we're about to get into it. I mean, nothing real big, just some conspiracy stuff and all that stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and get going here. Yeah, of course, the prices are the prices. They ain't doing. Oh damn, we back down in 29 cents, man. It's time to buy. It's time to buy. All right. So one thing I came across here: China's central bank digital currency is ready after 5 years of development. What conspiracy, David? We'll get into it, man. Luffy, I have to say thank you for your work. Always pleasure to listen to your content. Luffy, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. And I appreciate you guys. I enjoy the fact that I have some diehard people out there that support me, man. I really appreciate it. Eric Hustler bought some yesterday. I heard that, man. I have bought some. I should have waited. I didn't get it at the optimal price, but it was still good. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure, Luffy. Okay. Yeah, oh, David. Yes, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. And actually, when I heard about that, I had some questions about it. Yeah, see, Tebow, you said XRP is going to drop back 25 cents last week. Okay. It could very well, man. We could see some pretty harsh drops. But anyway, so this right here, I just found this interesting because this is a central bank digital currency. The question is, what I'm wondering about is this kind of a foreshadowing? Because this means that China could very well replace their current fiat with a digital currency. Now, they did at the bottom say, what was it? Yeah, it says at the same meeting, China Union Pay chairman, why can't I talk today? Chairman, whatever his name is, said that the goals of China's CBDC would be difficult to achieve. So, obviously there's always going to be someone from the traditional market or whatever that's going to try to throw some salt in it. But anyway, while CBDC could solve issues related to cross-border transaction, long lag times and legacy inefficiencies, the lack of clear operational processes and detailed regulatory framework across countries will be challenging to overcome. But I mean, guys, the main thing that we keep talking about is regulation. I don't know. I personally believe, I don't want to say just absolutely, but I kind of have a sneaking suspicion that something's already in place. That's just my thing. So, John Smith, keep up the great content. Don't worry about the length of your videos and keep putting out information of those that understand you. Man, I appreciate it, John. I really appreciate that, bro. And I will definitely take your advice on that. And then the staff sergeant says Epstein's still alive, in my opinion, faked his death. Hey, man, you bring up a good point. $3-4 XRP on discount. Absolutely, bro. Sammy, for sure. It's always, it's been on sale for a long time, but the thing is that people are selling right now. People are still selling. China wants 100% traceability of all transactions. They think AML, KYC on steroids. Yep, absolutely. And, of course, China, they are definitely about the control. They want their citizens on lock. Yep, absolutely, Eric. They want to know what their citizens are doing all the time. It's really kind of crazy because, China is such a big country. And, China, they have a lot of people out in rural areas. And with them being such a large, because it is actually a large, China's very large. And they have people that are like in villages that are so remote, it's just unbelievable. But they still try to exert this level of control over those people, man. It's crazy. All right, let's see. Crypto Cajun, yeah, tired of the clearance. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I'm waiting for it to become a seller's market. That's what I'm waiting for. Let's see. Sergeant. Whoever selling XRP is crazy. Spanish Fly, absolutely, man. But it's happening. It's happening every day. There are a few people that put out tweets that say it, and just think about those that are doing it in the background. XRP will make Buco rich. Yep. Soon for $4, then I'll stock up. Okay. So Tebow, you know what? Last year I called it. I called it as well. The day before it went to 25 cents, I called it, and I did hear a couple people say that XRP was going to drop a bit deeper this month. So we'll see. That it's very interesting to see what's going on. 66623. There's no way the Fed will wait to have their stuff together 2 years after the ISO. Yeah, man. There's Morris Prince, bro. I just have a hard time believing we have, years to wait, man, because the stock market, the economy, everything is in turmoil. I mean, it's literally circling the drain right now. The economy and the stock market. We have, these inversions. The bond market is dead. I mean, it's so much going on. If you listen to some of these folks out here, there are a few people that I definitely listen to that are more on the traditional markets. And even when you look at certain, you can find certain articles that are put out where they're just telling you the truth. But the mainstream media, they're not going to tell you what's going on. They're obviously going to always say, "Oh yeah, everything's good. There's more jobs, and the dollar is strong as ever." Well, what they're not telling you is all the currencies across the board are weak. All are weak, and the dollar is stronger. The only reason dollar is stronger is because it has a hammer behind it. That's just the way it is. 1.3 billion people in China. Yep, Doc. There's a lot of folks over there. A whole lot of folks, man. They're in India, and you know what's crazy is that China and India have the most oppressive governments. I mean, the U.S. is not far behind. We do have a semblance of freedom, but it's just crazy over there. Bro, we'll see it. See, I'll just keep buying better than a savings account for me. Yeah. At least here you can realize some increases a lot quicker. Staff Sergeant, you agree? Okay, yeah, for sure, man. And Sammy, I asked my 4-year-old if I should buy him some Bitcoin. He said no, only XRP, Dad. So you sent me. Your son knows what's up. You taught him well. You taught the young one well. Craig, bet bro, crypto wins cash. Cash will die. So yeah, the dollar, man. I'm actually wondering how all this is going to turn out, because it's just everything. So essentially the market, everything traditional is being propped up. Okay, with these different companies that are actually, because the deal is it's about volume. What is happening is the retail, people, we are buying less. Okay, we're buying less, and what you'll notice is that when you go to the store, the prices are increased just a little bit, and that's what they did. They increased the prices of products to compensate for the decrease in volume of purchasing. So it still keeps the economy going, but without a doubt, it's slowing down for sure. When you lose the volume, that's a death signal right there. See, just a matter of time. Yep, absolutely. I've been watching this space for 4.5 years, guys. Things are coming together. Peace and prosperity to you all. Luffy, yeah, appreciate it, man. And I really like the fact that all of you guys who have been around for such a long time. Hey, I always say, if you can, throw your wisdom out there, because it is absolutely needed. A lot of people right now are just really kind of losing faith and losing their I don't know, just losing that push, because they've never seen the trends, right? And one thing that I like to always say is historical data proves that, for example, the bear market, because I personally believe that we are, okay, I'm going to say this. Yes, like Bitcoin, it is reaching higher highs and higher lows, right? But the fact is that overall, it's still not moving the way, if you want to compare it to like 2017, it's not moving like that, okay? And it not necessarily that it should, but with the awareness that's going on today, I mean, and just speaking about Bitcoin, if you look at XRP should be much higher. Guys, I'm telling you, the price of XRP is being suppressed. It should be much higher than it is. And there's a way that it's being suppressed. It's not at all evident, just like readily evident. But it is, it's a tool that's being used. It's been used for a long time. Got a light of doobie. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next thing here. Let's see. So Why is XRP underperforming? All right. So, to be honest with you guys, when I looked at this, and I was very surprised that this came out of the daily hodl. What I've seen in the past from them has generally been pretty much unbiased. But to be honest with you, and actually, this could be the result of just a mistake. But when I see blatant, when I see things like this, like right here, it makes me wonder, because the problem is this is a daily hodl, right? This is a publication that or a company that's been around for a while. They reach a lot of people. Why would you publish something that is so absolutely incorrect? Now, what am I talking about? It says here, data from CoinMarketCap.com shows that there are a total of 100 billion XRP existing in the world. So that is correct. All right. Actually, it's like 99, but okay, we'll take 100 billion if you want to round up. But then it says approximately 25% of them, or 4.28 billion XRP, are now in circulation. Now, yes, maybe this is just a mistake, okay? Because we know there's 42 billion XRP in circulation, 42 billion. But that doesn't equal 25%, right? It's roughly about, it's a little less than 50%. We're probably looking at about 40, essentially 42%, because Ripple actually has about, 55 billion or 56 billion or something like that. But, and it says Ripple owns more than half of the total supply. So my question is why would they allow this mistake to go to, to go public? I don't know. I don't know. It just, and then reading the whole article, it just seems a bit fuddish, in my opinion. But either way, XRP it's so if you want to take it as some people are saying it's underperforming. What reason though does XRP have to underperform? There's great news coming out, partnerships, everything that's happening with Ripple XRP. It's all stuff that should cause the price to increase. Okay, and I just said the price actually should be higher, and there are a lot of people that completely agree with that, right? But we're still languishing at around 30 cents. Why is that? Well, again, there are a lot of big players in this market, and these big players know what's about to happen with XRP, guys. So I don't want to go too deep into that. I've already done that before, but I'm going to say this: when this goes up, when they decide to take their thumb off of it, it's going to be a rocket ship. So no matter what happens, all of you guys that are here with me today, no matter what happens, make sure that you don't lose your nerve. They're going to try you. And like Tebow is saying, it's very likely the price is going to go down even further. These are what I've referred to as shaking, right? They're shaking the market and they're shaking those weak hands out. We just have to make sure we're not part of that. David, like I said, BTC will spike by August 18th. Yeah, and if that happens, we're looking at the whole market will go up. Now, yeah, I'm trying not to go into into some of that stuff, but anyway, let's see. Math doesn't lie. Biggest financial no-brainer of all time. Yep, brains it. Banks are quietly laying off workers. Quiet mortgage closures and mergers. Not looking good. Doc, absolutely. You don't see that being put on the mainstream media. You don't see the fact that companies are just laying off people by the droves when normally they would do that, right? Well, thanks guys for the props. Too many newbies in the space. They don't know how this market works. It takes time, y'all. Long term hodl. GXRP, that could very well be the case, man. I mean, we could be looking at another couple years. I don't feel like that is, I don't think it's possible. I don't think they can wait too much longer. Okay? I think if the traditional markets weren't doing as bad as they are, I think we could be looking at another, maybe towards the end of next year or into 2021. But there are several different reasons why I think it's not gonna take that long. Because there's so much, there's a lot of things that we're dealing with here. Other things that are less what would I call it? Traditional, things that don't get brought up, especially on the mainstream media. There are people in this that have to do certain things at certain times. 2020 is one of those certain times. So that's all I'm going to say there. All right. To kind of remind me of mid to later 2017, other coins doing things, XRP in the same zone, then boom. Yeah, vet bro. Yep. XRP is going to lag behind. I mean, it's lagging behind like big time. Everything else is doing, it's doing all types of stuff. Look at this. Even today, like Ethereum went up 3%. Bitcoin Cash 4%. I'm sorry, not 3%. $3, or rather 1%. But XRP is, it went up. I think at most, it went to, it was like 0.5%. It is more closely kind of following Bitcoin, but still. The news would have been so catastrophic. Mr. Big Man, I hope it drops to 1 penny so I can buy more. Bro, that would be, a lot of people would sell, and I know I'd be buying like crazy. What's up, Diane? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Best thing to say, stay busy in crypto. Put crypto out of sight, out of mind until September, October this year, and we should see a pleasant surprise. Staff Sergeant, I agree with you there, bro. I definitely agree with you. And that's what I've been saying too, man. Just, you know what? Just sit back. Just let it do what it do. David, look at the chart movement. What's up, CSI? I'm gonna watch this. Okay, we're gonna watch this. Starts with a woman piece. See, all right, bro. Vet, bro, take it easy. Thank you for joining. For investing, David, that very well could be the case. It's just hard to say what or when or why or any of that. All I can say at this point is, after hearing so many predictions, after making my own predictions, the only thing I can say is it's going to happen when it happens. I guess the main thing right now is that we have to be just patient. Not until IMF. Yeah. Let's see. Crypto. I'm setting my sights on 2021 for price movement so I don't wake up disappointed all the time. Diane, that's not a bad idea, actually. I hear you on that. You set your sights out, just set them out long, and if it happens sooner, that's just better. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. What was it? Right here. All right, so XRP Shadow, he actually, so he tweeted this. He says Ripple didn't cut a $50 million deal with a failing business to pump dump XRP on bag holders, and I totally agree with that, man. You get a lot of people tweeting that Ripple is gonna dump. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. They are actually a reputable business. They're a reputable company, and they're not gonna, that wouldn't do any good for them, especially after being in the limelight. And Ripple is, I mean, they are out in front of everything. If they did something like that, even if they were to burn their shit, even half of their holdings, that would look bad on them. They would never do anything like that. Number one, they wouldn't do it because that's a lot of money. And number two, it would make them look terrible. But anyway, they did this to bypass many years of building corridors and regulatory BS. So true. Now, obviously, I mean, this is something that's been talked about before, but obviously now they have a ready-made infrastructure that is just ripe and able to deal with RippleNet, with XRapid, with XRP. And also it's a way around regulation. So, to be honest with you, we don't need regulation to come into place. It's not absolutely needed. Banks can still use XRapid through MoneyGram. I mean, these financial institutions, all of them can use it through MoneyGram. It's not necessary for regulation. Stop focusing on intraday price swings and start paying attention to what they're doing. Absolutely. And this is a tweet from Brad Garlinghouse. MoneyGram is in a position where it has tremendous assets globally, and the public market has not been particularly kind to MoneyGram. Garlinghouse said the stock had gone way down and they had some pressure. We felt like we were in a position where we could help them, and they were in a position where they could help us. So it's obviously a you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of situation. Yes, halfway through 2022. So yeah, I mean, and so true, David. Yep, let it ride. I mean, just I think that's one thing that has really. I mean, okay, so don't get me wrong. I don't have any problem with someone just coming out saying, "Hey, you know what? Let's look for $10 by whatever." It's just the reactions that come after that. So. Do I think it's better to just not throw these predictions out there? Well, probably so, because honestly the XRP community is just too sensitive. I mean, you have people that swing things way too far on either side. So honestly, I think we just need to just focus on the fact that there's a lot of progress being made. Ripple's doing a lot in the background, and they are really taking care of it. I mean, even looking here, this right here should just, I mean, look at the Interledger. Look at these companies that are using, that are building on the Interledger. And then on top of that, we don't know what else is happening. We know that there are 30 other, at least 30 other companies that Ripple is actually signing up. But I don't have that article, but they are actually waiting to sign deals with even more companies. Okay, all we have to do is just wait. It's going to happen when it happens. XRP Ripple are working within the current regulatory framework. They don't need new regulations to work effectively. Absolutely, GXRP. Yep. The crypto space needs regulation because there are a lot of bad actors out there. Yes, and that is so very true. Because see, the thing is, what Ripple has built, it allows the banks to not expose themselves to the risk that we expose ourselves to. Okay, so us holding crypto on exchanges exposes us to a lot of risk. Okay, yeah, the exchanges have ways to mitigate that risk, but still it is risk. Banks don't want to do that. Why? Because they're gonna, if they were gonna hold these cryptocurrencies, it would be far more than any individual is going to hold. That is more than these most of these exchanges, or probably all of the exchanges, are able to insure themselves for. So, and it makes sense. So what Ripple did is they built a way to circumvent the need for banks or institutions to hold these cryptocurrencies, which, to be honest with you, they are still holding them. Because you have to ask yourself, who is Ripple selling XRP to on the OTC? You know what I mean? Who are they selling to? They're selling to financial institutions. So in some way, they're holding XRP. Isn't that what we've been complaining about? That they're selling all these coins to, they're selling all these tokens on the, over the counter. So let's see. Look at the Ripple. Look at the partnerships. Look at the hundreds of millions invested. Look at the use cases. Look at the utility. Stop complaining. Liquidate. There you go. That's right. Price predictions just lead to frustration. The ties that are being made are what makes us stay strong. Absolutely. Absolutely. Without a doubt. And that's the reason why, I have myself been very reluctant to put any type of numbers on anything. We all like to hear that. Let's be honest. We all like to hear someone come out and make it seem as though, or it seems as though they have some type of inside track, which, believe me, I've had my share of people tell me, certain things. But when it comes down to it, nobody knows, right? Nobody knows for sure, because anything can change. That information may not be valid after one incident. So, yes, it's best to just not put a number out there. You can speculate and say, hey, I think maybe some good things are going to come. Not that I'm saying that no one's allowed to, but I'm just saying, just to keep people from getting in an uproar, getting disappointed, as Diane has pointed out. I think it's just wiser for us to be very conservative when it comes to any type of predictions. Let's see. And by the way, Bobby XRP, thank you for that message. Also, Diane, price predictions. Just all right. Tebow says institutions like banks can just use MoneyGram if they wanted to skip regulation. Absolutely, and that's the reason why. That's what Tebow says, but that's the reason why they put it in place. They put that in place because they obviously knew that there are going to be some restrictions as far as regulations go. Who knows how long that's going to go? The U.S. could go even longer without giving us any clarity. Rails are being laid for XRP train. Yep, absolutely, Bobby. Miranda Lynn says, be happy about lower prices. Ripple is being funded from selling XRP. Yeah, exactly. Yep. More deals, more money needed. So XRP at lower price means way more XRP they need to sell. Yep. And actually, once that XRP is in, has been released, and the price, to be honest with you, the price has just been tanking those sales. It is low, but despite the sales, it's still been very, very stable. They said they were going to stop doing that. Yep. And that is another good point right there, Doc. I think they said this quarter they were going to stop selling so much XRP. So they did. I don't know if they actually mentioned how much less they were going to sell, but either way, it has to be a decent amount. Bobby says massive NDAs issued. We will not know all the details. Absolutely, man. There's so much going on in the background. Actually, that right there just gives me a sense of a sense of confidence, because we know that just pretty much on a almost on a weekly basis, we get some type of new news, or new good news rather, that gets released, and it just it can. How many times have we just been shocked by it? When we found out even about what's happening in Brazil, what's happening in South America with MoneyGram. I mean, these things just pop up, and it's like, wow, yeah, the price doesn't move, but eventually that's going to happen. I think I think there are several different reasons why, or several different objectives that are served or accomplished by keeping the price low. NDAs are such a problem. Yep. The house I want to buy isn't selling for another year. I think it's a sign. Yeah, I think Diane, I think you're gonna be driving in your Lambo up to that house as you get the keys for it. So Jason says Jacob Rothschild has 8% of SBI smart money right there. XRP will be part of the New World Order. It's the only crypto that can help facilitate what's already been predicted. Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, it is, this is this whole thing is New World Order. So, hey, you gotta, it's gonna happen. I mean, I know a long time ago when I was hearing about this New World Order and all that stuff, I was like, but it's gonna happen. I mean, who's gonna stop it? I mean, it's not, it's not gonna happen. Technically, NDAs are illegal because of the Freedom of Information Act. Well, no, Tebow. So, yeah, they're not really illegal. You can get the information, but also, if it has to do with the Fed, I think it's the Fed. Is it the Fed that has to give up that information? But they don't do it anyway, so not on all of it. And even if you get certain information, it's going to be so heavily redacted, it'll be useless. Bobby XRP all-time high was about Diame's praying, huh? All-time high was about 380. All speculation. Now there are use cases, utility partnerships. Yeah, and Bobby, you know what? What's crazy is the speculation has already happened. Like there's quite a lot of speculation already going on as far as the retail market, and we're in. There are more people who are holding XRP now than ever, but the price hasn't done anything. That is just crazy. I've read an article that China wants to use Ripple, but the price fluctuation would result in loss of the assets. Oh, really? Moran, if you have a link or anything like that, definitely let me know. Exactly. Anyone see the Aaron Russo interview? Yep. Mario, you bringing up some. That was yeah. Aaron Russo, he didn't survive long after the interview, right? Spill the beans, dude. Oh man, what price fluctuation? So okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get into the conspiracy. All right, what you guys been wanting to talk about? More people in XRP than ever, but more XRP in circulation than ever. Thank you, escrow. That's why price low. Yeah, it's kind of. Let's see. Anyway. Let's go. Oh, Jason. Yeah, man. I believe they already. I honestly believe Ripple does not own what's in escrow right now, or at least a large portion of it. I don't believe they own all of it. I think they've already allocated it to someone. But anyway, as we can see here, guys, what do you think about this Epstein thing? Now, when I first saw this before, like I saw it just like this. I mean, I didn't obviously not here. I saw a picture of him and I saw the guy, and immediately I was just like, wait a minute, that's not the same guy, man. It's just not the same guy. What do y'all think? Whether he is dead or real or not, the higher ups are safe once again. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So of course he's not. They're gonna take him out of circulation. You have to ask, where would they put someone who has been in the limelight? Where would they put him? I mean, he obviously has been seen pretty much anywhere there's a TV. Where would they put this guy? So nobody would know that he was still alive, if that is the case. Let's see. Clinton body count continues. Yep. Let's see. I think once Bitcoin goes past $20,000, FOMO kicks in, and we should pass all-time high. Mike Connors, yeah, that could very well be the case. Doc Calhoun says different guy. Yep, it's definitely. I mean, you know, it's not hard to see that it's a different guy. What's so special about Epstein, Jason? He's a child trafficker and all that, pedophile, child trafficker, all that stuff. A private island where only the elites go. That could be the case. I've heard other things though. I've heard there are very large communities in certain areas that you would never see, and it's even better than a private island. I see. Luckily, mathematically speaking, even though XRP is inherently more volatile, the risk of being exposed to 1 second of value exchange is less than transferring your asset in the current system. Yep, absolutely. Jason, yeah, good reason. Yeah, if it was actually him, yeah. Oba, yeah, he had help faking his death. If that is the case, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it is. It looks a little suspicious to me. I mean, that's a different ear. You can see that here. These ears are different. All right, that nose is different. Even the eyes. The way the eyes are different. The hairline is similar, but he has some feathering right here where this doesn't. It looks like this has been cut. I don't know. It just looks very different. But anyway, there we go. That was good enough right there. I don't want somebody coming to look at me. Let's see. Those guys never last in prison. Yeah. Yeah, they get them out of there real quick. It's cover up to stop the domino effect. Yeah, Well, they definitely wouldn't want that guy talking. They wouldn't want him on trial, or he might talk to somebody. It's so convenient for them to post a pic with only half dead. That's absolutely true. Absolutely. It's way bigger than what we're seeing. Whitey Billy could have told him how to hide him. Plain sight. Yeah. Eyebrows, yep, Doc. Yeah, that old man. Tebow, maybe he was actually assassinated. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. It could be him. He may just be because he's dead. I don't know. So, I'm just going to take a look at Twitter, see what's happened. All right, Ripple Press. Sunset. Last sunset after 8 p.m. Oh, that's interesting. Today is the last sunset that happens after 8 p.m. until May 9th of 2020. That's very interesting. What freedom stripping bill is being passed on in D.C.? Epstein is the perfect decoy. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Usually, when things like that happen, it's simply it's simply meant to just distract people. That's a very good point, Jason. What and what yeah what is it? What is the bill? I don't remember. I don't know what bill it is. That's Ramsey. I'm thinking maybe assassinated. That's Ramsey. Okay, I'm not sure who Ramsey is, but what if they have a side by side picture? Oh yeah, yeah, because there's a lot of focus being put on that, Lorenzo. That's a good point. I'm too late. I'm just gonna stop. Yeah, Tebow, just enjoy it, man. Just enjoy it. Sit back and enjoy, bro. All right. So what we got here? What the hell's going on with this? Who is this? I don't know. That looks a little creepy to me. What do y'all got? What do you guys think? That's a little creepy. I don't know. I find it a little creepy. I'll tell you. Okay, I didn't know you were in Texas, Tebow. Where you at, Tebow? The Digital Asset Observer. It's my man right there. He has 583 followers. If you are not following this man right here, Digital Asset Observer, otherwise known as Crypto Crazy, you need to follow him. Doing some hard work in the crypto space, in the Twitter space, and XRP community. FOMO is a silent threat among children. What? Huh? What is Jungle talking about? FOMO is a silent threat among children. Okay. Let's check that out. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is true. Children do have a monkey see, monkey do kind of mentality. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Let's see. What do we have going on here? Jeffrey Epstein, we know, whatever. To support development of fintech industry, maintaining Hong Kong status, leading national firm. Okay, well, whatever there. We covered that. All right. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? I mean, it's kind of understandable. Come on, look at what he. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh shit! That is not real. That is not real. Oh my God. You covered Binance USA. No, I haven't covered it. I'm gonna have to. I gotta look into it, man. Let's see. Anyone know where I can find it? Growing extra rapid volume. This is the key to helping predict XRP. Jason, you know what? That's a good question, man. Looking at the Rebels, what's up, man? Whoever made that is gonna get disappear. Yeah, probably so. That is scary as hell. You know, Chelsea. I mean, I know she always had kind of a big mouth. That is not real, though. That can't be real. That is scary as hell. Oh my God. I don't know if they can, but I mean, good Lord. Oh my God. That is scary. I feel bad for her husband. Man. Woo. I wouldn't, no way. I'd have to turn her away every time. Whoa, man, Jason, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'd be like, no, 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 that's okay. I'll pass. Bobby, yeah, I know it's fake, man. I'm just joking. Oh man. Okay, well that's all I have for you guys. Let's see. XRP holders, stay strong, keep moving forward. XRP daily. Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself. Whoa, what is going on here? All right. So Mr. Green doesn't know he doesn't have links to other platforms. Wait, Mr. Freecoiner doesn't know he doesn't have links to other platforms in live chats. Yeah. What about gaming using XR? You know, I haven't heard anything else about the whole gaming thing with as far as XRP's going. I know Fort was supposed to be using them. So, okay, guys. It is right at an hour. And now I gotta go and hang out with Mrs. Freecoiner. I'm glad. I hope you guys enjoyed. No. We can't look away going into. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I want to kind of try to make it a little bit funny here and there. There's no point in being so damn serious. Rebels, your Twitter is blocked. What? Come on, man. Okay, David says, boom, about 15 countries, including G7 members, Australia and Singapore, are said to be participating in development of the system. Everyone will use XRP. Do you have a link on that, man? On that, David? Nothing in paperback. All right, Bobby, yeah, definitely. Thanks, man. Let's see. Yeah, David, if you can shoot that to me, man, that would be great. And we'll definitely cover that next time, or I might cover it in a video. And just hit me up on Twitter. Let's see, what is your Twitter account? Oh yeah, thanks. No problem, Luffy. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining, man. Thank you guys. Chris, maybe talk cars, vacation, etc. once in a while, just pass time. You know what, Chris? That's a good idea. I'm definitely on board with that. What we'll do is what we'll do is just some different stuff. What I might do is all of you guys who are, well, I'll tell you what. Would anybody be willing to just get on and do an interview? I'll just interview you, kind of just find out about the community. What's going on with you guys? What's in your, what's going on in your lives? What are your likes? What are your dislikes? What are your, how you got into the crypto space? Tebow, TMI, bro. TMI. All right, Rebels. Take it easy, man. Okay, guys, we are at an hour now. And again, definitely appreciate you guys joining me. If you have anything you want to send me, do so. My Twitter is in. You can check out my other videos. It's in the description. But it's real simple. It's just Freecoiner1. So definitely hit me up with any information you might have. If you do so, I will definitely give you credit. and any if I do a video or I talk about it in a live stream, and from there, hey, let's just wait for this moon. All right, guys. Thank you again. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.